Hello, welcome to Black Man Presents. Are you good? Excellent. Something different for you. So I'm going to ask you a question. How many times have you been sat working away and a piece of music, normally a TV theme tune, pops in your head and you can't stop singing the damn thing? Yeah, well, I'm going to be taking you through the top 20 TV theme tunes that are stuck in your head forever. So if you were brought up in the 70s, 80s and 90s, this nostalgic trip is for you. So if you're sitting comfortably, then we'll begin. Tales of the Unexpected, not to be confused with the US show Quinn Martin's Tales of the Unexpected. This UK show was known as Roald Dahl's Tales of the Unexpected. Yes, I mean Roald Dahl, as in the Roald Dahl. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory Roald Dahl. The show aired in the UK between 1979 and 1988 and still continues to air today. The theme tune was created by Australia composer Ron Granger, who also composed the theme tune for Doctor Who, The Prisoner and Steptoe and Son. Why is this one of those pieces of music that's sticking in your head? Well, maybe because as kids, seeing this on the TV meant you were up past your bedtime and its creepy, dark intro kind of left a bad taste in your mouth. And the fact that they had a silhouette of a naked woman dancing on screen has nothing to do with it whatsoever. Honest. The Waltons. When you heard this theme tune in the UK, it meant you were probably enjoying your Sunday dinner while this played on the TV in the background. The series ran for 9 years between 1972 and 1981, with an additional 6 TV movies that aired between 1982 and 1997. A wholesome family drama set during the Great Depression and World War II. The show is famous for its gentle storytelling and closing line, "Good night, John boy," which feels like an emotional closure whether you want it or not. Black Beauty. Based on the classic novel about a horse's life through different owners and hardships, the series is surprisingly emotional, with music that makes you reflect on life, animals, and why everything in the past was slightly more depressing. Normally shown during kids' TV, I wasn't a big fan of this, but it's one of them theme tunes that pretty much does stick in your head. Dukes of Hazzard. Those good old boys, two cousins out running the law in a car that should never have passed MOT in any universe. The theme is a country swagger, rebellion and questionable driving decisions. Whether those Duke boys were flicking the middle finger to the crooked boss hog, smuggling moonshine, or getting an awkward boner over their cousin Daisy Duke, this show was a family favourite on a Saturday afternoon, mainly with the fathers.
And the Masters of the Universe.
He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. By the power of Grayskull. Usually shouted while doing absolutely nothing powerful. The theme is pure 80s toy commercial energy disguised as mythology. It was Filmation's biggest success, along with the spin-off She-Ra Princess of Power, and with the new movie adaptation being released in 2026, this has got fans singing this theme in their heads. Yes, it has. Come on, you know it has. I'm singing it right now. Fraggle Rock. Jim Henson's underground chaos creatures living their best lives while teaching emotional intelligence better than most adults ever will. It's joyful, weird, and slightly more organised in real life.
Get your cares away. Worries for another day. Let the music play. Down at Fraggle Rock. Bones on an egg on a mountain top.
Monkey. A Japanese fantasy epic that confused an entire generation but somehow became essential viewing. The theme makes everything feel deeply spiritual when even absolutely no one knew what was happening. The show's got its own dedicated channel on Pluto TV, and if you've not seen it or want to remind yourself what a mindfuck this show really was, get it watched now.
Monkey magic. Monkey magic. Monkey magic.
Only Fools and Horses. Del Boy, Rodney, and a van full of dodgy optimism. The theme is nostalgic, warm, and slightly tragic, like hoping this year is finally the one you become a millionaire. Many thought the theme tune was actually sung by cast member Nicholas Lyndhurst, but it wasn't. It was John Sullivan, someone who sounded like him. Isn't that right, Dave?
But here's the one was driving me berserk. Why do only fools and horses work?
Doctor Who. One of the most important pieces of electric music in TV history. Sounds like time travel itself is slightly broken, which is appropriate because so is the Doctor's schedule. A classic British sci-fi which spawned 3 movies, and when it was revived in 2005 got a decent budget, some great actors and a huge following on both sides of the Atlantic. The Benny Hill Show. Comedy chaos at maximum velocity, the music basically signals dignity has left the building and is being chased by 12 people and a man in a wig. This theme tune's been used on so many YouTube videos, no wonder it's still in our heads. And if you ever wondered what the music was, it's Yakety Sax by Boots Randolph. Miami Vice. Themed by Jan Hammer, had neon lights, pastel suits, and a crime that somehow feels stylish. This heavy synth theme is basically the sound of being too cool to explain yourself to anyone. The theme tune became a hit in the UK and USA, topping the charts for bloody weeks. But when you heard the start of the music, it was ladies in bikinis and pink flamingos that sprung to mind. Or was that just me? Wonder Woman. Diana Prince saving the world while she's looking like she's casually late for lunch. The theme is pure empowerment, brass heavy, heroic and slightly more capable than modern Wi-Fi. Another great Saturday evening show we all enjoyed in the UK, especially the dads who took a fond interest in Linda Carter. Naughty. Magnum P.I. Private investigator Thomas Magnum solves crimes in Hawaii while wearing shorts that probably cost more than your entire wardrobe. The theme is laid back, confidence in musical form, like Justice, but on vacation. Every dad wanted to be him, especially driving that Ferrari, but instead they had to make do with your mum and that crappy orange Ford Escort. Hawaii 5-0. Set in paradise, where even rests feel like a beach holiday, that pounding rhythm basically says crime exists, but so does sunshine, so we'll cope. Dallas. Oil tycoons, betrayal, and enough shoulder pads to qualify as a personal flotation device. The theme screams wealth, scandal, and people should definitely stop trusting their relatives. It also meant your mum had control of the television and that living room had to be silent for the next hour. Baywatch. Slow motion running, dramatic rescues and lifeguards who somehow look like they're always halfway through a music video shoot. The theme is peak 90s excess, sun, synths and unrealistic fitness expectations. A massive hit on Saturday afternoons in the UK amongst teenage boys and the dads. Cue the slow motion Pamela Anderson run. Friends. 6 friends navigating life, love and somehow Manhattan rent prices that would require witchcraft in real life. The theme is basically nostalgia in audio form and instantly recognisable and emotionally manipulative in the best way. After premiering on TV 32 years ago, it's still going strong on streaming platforms and TV reruns. And the minute you hear the music, I'll be there for you, you can't help but clap. Knight Rider. David Hasselhoff in his big hair with his talking supercar kit, fighting crime with emotional depth of a synthwave music video. The theme is iconic, smooth, futuristic, and is slightly more confident than most of us have ever been in our lives. Friday nights were never the same again when this began airing in the UK. Cheers! I meant the series Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Set in Boston bar where regulars escape life's problems one pint at a time. The theme is warm, emotional, and slightly dangerous if you recognise yourself in it too much. It's basically musical comfort food for people avoiding responsibility.
You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
So what is the number one theme tune that's playing in most people's minds right now? It's got to be the 80s. A crack squad of ex-special forces fugitives helping people while somehow never being caught could dodge a bullet and rocket being shot at them despite driving a van with all the stealth of a fireworks factory. The theme is pure adrenaline, brass, rhythm and chaos, all saying something is about to explode and it's probably justified. Every grown man who jumps into a van can't help but play this in their mind. Go on, deny it if you dare. And there we have it. The full lineup of TV theme tunes that basically built our childhoods, defined our weekends, and occasionally made us sit in silence wondering why a talking car had more personality than our entire friendship group. Be honest, how many of those did you recognise instantly? And more importantly, which one is now apparently stuck in your head? If you enjoyed this nostalgia overload, drop a like, subscribe to Blackman Presents, and I'll see you in the next one. Probably with another theme tune that you didn't realise was still living rent-free in your brain. Till then, stay safe, and I'll catch you later.